back on the internet. Welcome back, everybody. I am Rookzer0. Let me get some music started for everyone today. It is the viewer suggestion. It's the viewer suggestion, and because it is no Twitch day today, we are not streaming on Twitch today because Twitch is doing some mean things with. Well, they're not doing mean things. They're just not doing anything about some hate rates. So we're gonna go ahead and not be on Twitch today. We're gonna be on YouTube today, like we normally are on Wednesdays anyways. But today we're going to be doing a free draw so that everyone who can't normally hang out on Twitch can come over here, doodle with us, and draw with us. So there's a link in the Discord for that if you want to come draw with us today, as well as I'm hanging out in the audio recording booth inside of our Discord channel. If you haven't checked out our Discord channel, you're very welcome to come hang out. For anybody that wants to come and listen on there, you're very welcome to. And I think today we're also going to be sharing art. So if you have cool art you want to share with us, or you have an Instagram you want to plug, or your own YouTube channel, yeah, we'll take a look at some of those today. I think I have it set up so that I can do that now. So we'll hang out. That's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna draw some rugby. Start off the morning, and I'll be reiterating that a few times throughout the day. So let's go ahead and get that going. Ba-ba-ba. Here we are again. Start off with the rugby draw, and then I need a piece of paper in case we do get viewer suggestions. Okay, let's warm up. Let's warm up with the rugby. I should do a how to draw rugby video. How to draw tiny bugbears. Actually, maybe that would be interesting. Maybe that would be a good video series that I could do for like the YouTube Shorts. Maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon. Maybe I'll try to do a how to draw quick tutorial. And then everybody will be able to draw rugby. He will no longer be unique. And that's fine. He's not totally unique anyways. Corvus, welcome. How are you today? SCP, welcome to the chat. I am streaming the voices to YouTube today, so basically, it's just you're just muted automatically. But I am in the voice channel chat if you want to type, and I'm on YouTube if you want to type there as well. Bri, welcome. It is the viewer suggestion if anybody has a thing they would like to see draw. Can't stay long, have to go to work soon. No. If you have something you'd like us to draw, Bri, feel free to let us know. We'll get it done in the viewer suggestion here on YouTube. We'll have it ready for you later in the Discord and draw a spell book. Just a spell book. I can do that. That's actually cool. Is it a living spell book or just a spell book? Spell book as a character? That's a thing I haven't done yet. Well, I should play an intelligent weapon. Ooh, yep, I'm gonna write that down. That's gotta be a thing. Video idea. Done. Any style, any shape, any idea. But get creative. Alright. Good to hear you're doing alright, Corvus. Those who just are jumping in, we are doing the viewer suggestion and the free draw today. So if anybody would like to come draw with us, there's a link in the general chat to the Aggie.io software, which is what I'm using right now. It's a Chrome-based extension, I believe. So you don't have to download anything, unless you don't have Chrome, in which case you need Chrome. Yeah. Also, the music is a bit loud. Really? Okay. Yeah. Ah, Bryce, spellbook. Yeah, thank you for that. Let me adjust that. The music is like 4%. Maybe I'm just quiet. Maybe that's what's going on. Let me check though. Desktop audio. Oh no, that's way loud. I'm sorry, everybody. That should be better, I hope. How about a Gem Dragonborn Bard? Gall darn it. Corvus, we were talking all day yesterday about how much of a pain in the ass it is to draw Gem Dragons. Dragonborn, but we will draw it. A Bard. At Rookzer0. Got it. I will do that. I think that's a good one, Corvus. I will draw one of those for you. Let me finish up this rugby sketch. Maybe that's what my TikTok should be. How to draw stuff. How to draw goblins. How to draw were-sharks. And just do like quick sketches of them. Give away all my secrets. Should I start with the rugby, or should the rugby be like the million viewer special? How to draw rugby? That's the real question. There's your reference. Thank you. Thank you. I hope the music is less loud now, by the way. But it's that for real. Wonderful music by Will Savino. You should check out his Patreon page. If you want some sweet music for your own D&D games, he has a whole library ready for you. I don't know if that's promotion. I guess that's kind of promotion, but he's not sponsoring us or anything. I just really like his music, so definitely go check him out. As a shout out more than a sponsorship, I guess. Not paid promotion. Hashtag not sponsored. Way too much jaw there for that. This rugby is mostly nose. Oh, do I dare flip it? Let's flip it. I just realized I've been drawing on my elbow, like leaning really hard. That's not good. That's not good at all. Now we gotta give him his big old gobble feet. Feather. I like rugby feathers. Okay. Alright, there's a rugby. Nice. Alright, let's get it going. Running over, Raptor. You gotta start streaming later, man. I can rarely make these anymore. Gotta get a Dragonborn Beast Barbarian. Dragonborn, 2 Dragonborns on the way. Dragonborn Beast Barbarian. Yeah, I don't know. I like streaming in the morning, but no one is around. So maybe that is something I have to do with streaming a little differently. We'll figure something out. So I gotta do the gemstone. Oh, I gotta do the spellbook first. We're going to draw a spellbook. Apparently, Bri wants the Necronomicon. Which, I mean, that's the best spellbook, right? I mean, it's at least one of the most famous spellbooks. What's the Book of the Dead from The Mummy? Maybe that one's a little more famous, but the Necronomicon is pretty good. Bri wants anything creative. These are just inspirations. I also like the monster book from Harry Potter. That's another good spell book. Living spell books. I'm gonna give this thing like a really big metal bracketing. Kind of like it's being hole fully contained. I'm gonna give it some big old buckles. Big old buckles. Blah, blah, blah. That sound effect was for the pictures in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out. But that is what the monster spellbooks look like. Okay, I'm gonna make this a lot beefier. This is gonna be almost like, I don't want to say stone. It's not like a stone tablet, but I want it to look like it's rugged, made out of some heavy materials. I would love to make my own like wooden spellbook cover. That would be pretty cool. So many things I want to do, and it's just like I don't have the time or money to do them. Maybe instead of doing anything, I'll just sell lists of ideas of things to do. Oh, it's Pinterest. That's what I've just invented Pinterest. Great. Okay, cool. Go me. Well, I hate myself more now. But I do understand where Pinterest comes from. So I've learned something about myself, I guess. Okay, so this is the basic shape. We'll put like a big padlock on it. We'll put 2 big padlocks on it. How's that sound? Then we'll put a big circle in here. I don't know why the letter A always seems spellish to me. Then we'll put a big I right in the middle. Is that eye real? And nobody knows. Nobody can tell. But it's ever watching. What if it's a dragon eye? The pen is doing something very strange. Not sure what's going on there. I do want this to be like embossed though, right? Like the Necronomicon. Like it's an actual eye in the book. Circle around this circle. We'll put some more glyphs on the outside. Put another circle over here because we have magic intersecting. Do that, and then we'll put a triangle in this one. We'll see if we can make this look like it's an actual eyeball. Just kind of popping out of the page. Oh, what if it's bleeding? What if it's a bleeding eyeball? Oh, weird. That's a weird one, but I like it. This is what happens when you leave your books on the shelves too long. Like a dry eye. You gotta condition those books, people. A for Abomination. Is it bleeding or crying tears of blood? That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, the Book of the Dead and the Mummy is a great spell book. I think so. I think it's pretty awesome. I think I like the idea that there are a few books that there is only one copy of. Like those are great. Those are great MacGuffins for D&D campaigns. The books are so powerful that people have like written books about the books, but not the information in it. Skulltooth posted a rant about. I say that because that's what he started with. This is more of a rant than anything else. But he posted a rant about spell books costing so much, or spells costing so much to learn. And I like the idea that like a good wizard spell, like a high level wizard spell, is like a chapter in a book, or a whole tome. You know, like the tome of was it the tome of construction? Like if you want to build the tome of construction, yes, the tome of civil planning. It's the tome of golem creation. There we go. Like to create a stone golem or a flesh golem, you need a specific book that tells you how to do it. That takes like years of information. Of people casting spells and writing things in this book. I really liked that. And that's kind of how it was in some old video games too. Like to learn new spells, you had to find whole tomes. Like a tome of Fireball is how you would learn Fireball. Hey Rook, what's happening, my dude? Not a lot, Mr. Sai. How are you today? Welcome to the chat. The complete guide to making a golem. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be pretty awesome. I want to make this a little more sinister. Like, I need to figure out how to make this a little more sinister. I need to make, like... We'll kind of pull in some of these here. I want this eye to be, like, really pissed off. I guess it doesn't have to be so open, but... Yeah, I don't know if it's bleeding or crying. Like, when does bleeding become bleeding? And when does crying become bleeding? You know? That's an interesting question. Can I draw blood on YouTube? Maybe not. It's crying. It's definitely crying. It's crying red. Per its, you know, normal way things cry, but just red. Give it some shine. Maybe that'll make it look more 3D. Oh yeah, that helped. That helped a lot. And then we'll go down here and we'll give it some counter shine, or shadow as it were. We'll put some notes in it. Maybe someone's tagged some pages. Can you imagine having like a spell book with superpowers in it, and then someone just like puts post-it notes in it? It's in like the Museum of London or something, and they're just like, yeah, let's go back to this page sometime. I would love that. Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer just gets really aggressive with the post-it notes. I love the idea of putting high-level spells in a dungeon, but it's a gigantic book that goes over the basics of magic until the spell. Yeah, that would be really fun. Having, like, you have to do an entire dungeon to get to the library that tells you how to do one spell. Like, like, which book is it that has this spell in it? It's all of them. It is this library. It takes you a year to learn it. It's like in Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, like, one spell is a very large book. I don't know what that means, Corvus, but yes, I like the spell as one book. That's my favorite thing so far. Horns on the book? Hell yeah. We can do horns on the book. Dr. Random. Hello, one and all. How is everyone? I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing very, very well. Welcome to the chat. We're doing the free draw / viewer suggestion today. We're hanging out on YouTube. We are avoiding Twitch today because it is no stream. Twitch day. No Twitch stream? No Twitch stream. September 1st. Hopefully stop some of the hate that's been going on Twitch. Had a lot of bots spamming streamers, and Twitch has not done much about it. So today we're not streaming on Twitch. That's the whole goal. If Twitch looks really naked today and not a lot of people streaming, that is why. We have a little information about it in the Discord that Sierra has posted for us, so definitely go check that out. It's in the helpful links and outreach. I highly suggest it. It's a British show based on books. Okay, thank you, Corvus. Wish spell in every use of the spell the wizard can find, so he can figure out how to cast the perfect wish spell. That's a pretty cool idea. I like that. So maybe it's not so much that the spell itself is in multiple books, but someone has researched, like, how does one cast this spell safely? And here's like here's the service manuals written in a couple different languages just in case. All the research laid out for casting of the spell. That's a cool idea. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, that is the spell book, I think. I think that is it. Maybe I'm just going to make the sclera. Is that the sclera, the white part of the eye? I'm going to make it black and just have it oozing. That's creepy, right? Maybe it pools over the latch here. That's a pretty cool spellbook. I'm happy with that one. Let's get some hinges on here so it can open. Spellbook. Also, fair warning, I recommended Arcanum's D&D content before I was aware of the drama that's come up. Okay, but did not know there was drama, so yay. Yeah, that's no problem. I hadn't checked it out yet, so if I should ignore it, I will ignore it. It's a good idea, but what if the parts of the book aren't numbered? Oh yeah, maybe that's why it takes so long to learn magic spells, because like, I know in Pathfinder, they talk about one of the reasons that it's hard to learn spells from spell books, of like if you kill a wizard and take a spell book, is because they're all written in code, so people don't steal their magic. So like a lot of the time it takes to learn a spell if you didn't buy it from the store is deciphering it. So that could be really funny. Like you get there and all the books are just like not ordered. It's just placed none of them are labeled. It's just like, what the crap? To go through the whole system and figure out which book is which order to do the spell in first. I like that. That'd be a dick move on an evil wizard. Great. I'm glad you like it, Brian. Thank you. Thank you again for the donation. I do appreciate that. I might end up using that book in a campaign or something. We'll find out. Gemstone Dragon. It's like a scrambled tome. Yeah, the scrambled tome. That would actually be a pretty cool item. Like, it's like an encyclopedia of all magic, but it's completely scrambled. So you have to, you spend time and effort just like going through it and unscrambling it and getting random spells. Like, what does this one do? Shit, I just discovered like Liar Ball. It's like Fireball, but it just makes everybody tell not truths for an hour. This is not a good spell, or maybe it is. I'm sure somebody could find something to do with a Liar Ball spell. Alright, so what we've discovered about gem dragons is that they're really smooth. And they're polished. Fun fact, you can cast Fireball in someone's mouth. Does it emanate from a point? Or does it go to a point? And I still think that would still equate the same reflex. Might actually make the spell harder. Somebody look that up, and I will make a judgment call on that. So I think it says a point you can see. So if you can see in their mouth, that might be viable. But I feel like if you're in combat and you feel magic coalescing around your head, you're probably going to move your head. Taito, welcome, welcome. Or you need, yeah. Oh, of course, that's a cool idea. You needed several books to make the full spell book. Toa Nova. In our campaign, our fighter got lycanthropy. Awesome. Lycanthropy. I read that word and I say that word differently. It's very strange. And I was kicking myself for not bringing any silver, even though it's my party's... I'm the party's monster hunter. Yeah, you think you would just have some silver in your pack if you're like a seasoned monster hunter. Or at least like a silver dagger. I would absolutely just be like, my character would definitely have a silver dagger. Like, 100%. Maybe a cold iron dagger too. I would add those to your collection. Add a cold iron and a silver dagger to your collection next time you're in town. I did. The Aggie.io link should be in the Discord. Did it not populate? Let me check. I will copy it again and put it in the voice channel chat, but it is in the general chat. There we go. If people would like to draw today, you're very welcome to. Have a good one, Bri. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you later. We'll catch you later. I closed the YouTube chat. There we go. Yeah, the big bad evil guy is talking. Yeah, I mean, I think that would make sense if someone's like yelling, you're just like, ah, fireball. But at the same time, the way I would rule it is, if you want to cast a fireball in someone's mouth, I would grant you. How do I want to say this? I would grant them advantage on the save for either bonus damage or a critical hit. So like I don't think, and with D&D, I think advantage is not enough, actually. Like, not enough of a bonus, because with Pathfinder, like, they have the system for doing called shots is what they are. So like, I want to hit him in the leg, I want to hit him in the arm. If I hit him in the hand, they drop it. But like, shooting a weapon out of someone's hand is like a plus or like a -4 to your hit, whereas hitting someone in the head is a -20 because it auto crits. And that sounds bad, but like, it's not necessarily, especially if you have like a plus. If you have like a plus 12, to your hit, because that would be, super detrimental damage. That's what I did. A silver attachment for the end of my whip. Oh, that's interesting. I like that idea. That's cool too. Having like a small attachment for your whips to change the type out. That's cool. I like that. That's very unique. But yeah, so I would say they would either get advantage or get like +10 to their save, and then if they fail the save, then they just take critical damage from your fireball. That's what I would do with it. Could you draw a tall and lanky seller of mystical things wearing a huge black pack and the mask? So how many masks? Is it the same character, or is there a whole world of bear masked people? I have to know. Tall magic seller. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere on this dragon because I'm distracted by stuff. Let's get this going. I'm actually going to give this guy 4 eyes. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird, and I'm going to like it. I feel like the gem dragons almost feel gooey. Like the way they're drawn, because they're so shiny, right? Like they're highly reflective. That makes them feel maybe not gooey, but like hard candy, glossy, you know. Because they're polished, they look like jelly beans. Don't really have any hard edges. I wonder if to a Gemstone Dragon, seeing like a cut gem is just like horrifying. Like, oh God, what have you done? I'm gonna try to do some very soft scale-like structures here. And then maybe here we'll even round these off. What breath weapons do gem dragons have? Is it just energy, or is it still elemental based? I'm not gonna give him bumps. I think he should have smooth, maybe larger. There we go. That's kind of cool. We'll do that. Gem dragons either breathe force or psychic damage. Ooh, that's fancy. Oh, just like wildly vibrating at people. Is this supposed to be a bard? It was supposed to be a bard. Gemstone Bard Dragonborn. What on earth would a Gemstone Dragon play or do? What if they just like are really good at polishing stones? What if that's their or like glass blowing? That's their bardic performance. They just they just polish stuff really well. The mask is just the mask. Just a mask. The mask is selling its friendly versions. Not a bad thing. It's being their interdimensional bag and mask worshipping people. Ah, okay. Imagine the Gem Dragon's breath attack would be like a chorus of Gangster's Paradise. Maybe. Just a little too much bling. Because he's a bard, I think I'm gonna not draw him with a an instrument or anything, but I'm gonna make him have a really shiny chest. He's just like, ding. So look how shiny I am. You gotta show it off. You gotta show off the. You gotta show off the shine. I need to draw some clothes. I think I need to spend a whole day just drawing different types of clothes because my cloth visual. I don't have anything in that in my head. I don't know what clothes looks like apparently. I have like t-shirts and I have big fancy coats. That's the only thing I can draw. Yeah, drawing gem dragons is kind of weird because I think it's mostly in the painting. Without getting too distracted. It's like, are they transparent? Like that would be interesting if they were I think that's why I think they look like goo, because they have that weird like translucency. So like everything here would be a little darker in the middle, just because the light doesn't go through it as much. I kind of want to give him more horns. I think that would be interesting. Let's just give that the half glimmer. It looks like a jelly dragon now. I've drawn a jelly dragon. He's made mostly out of corn syrup. I'm just going to make this side really bright. It is pretty quiet, yeah. How you doing today, Inferno? We are on YouTube, by the way.
That's fine.
Okay.
Not bad today, actually.
Good.
Although the day is pretty early.
The day is young. It could get much worse. I'm gonna have to go shopping later. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I hate spending money. All right, I think that's gonna be good on the Gem Dragon. But he's got a shiny chest. Let's get some really nice highlights in here. Let's do that. That'll, I think, make this pop a little more. Nope. Definitely would have to color this whole thing. In my mind, the rough around the edges gems would some stones. Yeah, I kind of like the crystalline dragons a little better than the gemstones, but at the same time, like, also pain in the ass to draw. Like, I don't know. I like the idea of like rock elementals, you know, the big like big old rock, but like I like that they are rocks that have to slide next to each other, so they kind of err on the side of not looking like stuff. But when you draw a dragon, like, unless it's just like made out of chunks of stone, or I've drawn a giant turd or a croissant. It could be a croissant. It's a croissant dragon. And it's got little horns. It's interesting. It's interesting drawing things that are kind of made of another thing, you know. So yeah. Can you make something organic out of something that's not organic? Crap. All right, Dragonborn Beast Barbarian. Can I get a human fiend warlock? Sure, it's a tiefling, isn't it? Or is it a fiend warlock? Okay, so that's not a human fiend / warlock. It's a human fiend warlock. That makes more sense. Since who would cut the dragon? Yeah, who's sharpening the dragon? Okay, what are we doing? Dragon Beast Barbarian. Here we go. I have a cool idea for this one. I'm going to give him a skull. I don't know what kind of creature this skull is going to be, but it's going to be awesome. Yesterday was my the elite birthday for my sketchbook. I hit 1,337 sketches for my sketch diary.
So 4 years.
Yeah, about 4 years. And I sat there for like an hour just like, what am I going to draw? What am I going to draw for this? It's got to be epic.
Well, you know what
Fred? Did we get a Fred in here?
You could draw all the classes as different coffee mugs.
Draw all the classes as different coffee mugs. That'd be funny. The Barbarian coffee mug. No, I went with the skull maiden again because that's something I like to draw.
Always a good choice.
Always a good choice. I agree. I posted that up on Instagram. Fun fact, Fred is Swedish. His piece. Oh, interesting. I wish I could talk. Sorry about that, Mr. Side. Yeah, so basically, the way I have it set up right now is that Patreon members are allowed to talk because basically I know that usually they have to be 18. They have basically put into the channel, and that's my kind of they're here, right? So they wouldn't hopefully wouldn't sabotage the channel. That's the whole point. I hope. Inferno, I'm watching you. But yeah, so we're gonna try to do some of the Discord stuff more curated that way, so that I can interview people, because sometimes the chat does get a little muddled, and I'd like people to be able to hear the music, and I want to hear people's ideas for stuff. So I'm gonna try to curate it a little more that direction. Plus, I like you guys typing in the YouTube chat. That makes me happy. I like that everybody's interacting that way. I feel like we've been splitting the community up between the Discord members and the chat members. So I'll kind of make sure those are the same. Yeah, I don't know what the shenanigans are with our Arcadium, and we probably don't need to talk about it, but I'll have to look that up myself after the stream. So
yeah, I can talk to you about
some
of what's going on later.
Sure. I didn't know it existed until yesterday, so I'm not too.
You're not the only one.
So yeah, I'm not gonna. Let's just not give it any more time that it needs to. So let's do that. All right, I'm gonna.
The bork with horns.
I do want to get a more sound effects like. I want the bork sound effect for my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel. Bork. Mike Diva and his stupid dog videos were amazing back in the day. I think he's the one that did the Final Fantasy bork thing. I have to double check that though. I think that was Mike Diva. Okay, here's the cool thing. So he's got the skull with the horn antlers, right? But then he's also got his dragon horns. He's just got horns on horns.
Any kind of piercings?
Ooh, what kind of piercings would a dragon-born barbarian have? Like in the horn?
Yeah, horn piercing would be pretty cool.
Would that hurt?
I don't think so, because
horns have like this much living stuff in them, right? Like they have caps.
Yeah, So you know how cat claws, right,
Well, that's part of the bone.
are effectively part of a bone,
Yeah.
but there's an area of it that is dead, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So like with deer and cattle, I know they have part of it that is living tissue, and then it generates the horn, right?
Correct.
So yeah. So how would we do it? So a piercing out here should probably be fine. Let's do that. I think that would be pretty cool. We'll do like a big old ring out here.
Yeah, because the very tips of a horn aren't really going to change in shape or anything.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't grow necessarily. Or at least I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, they grow from the base. They grow from the base. Which is why they can break and stuff and be fine. But they can also break and be, very detrimental to the creature.
Oh yeah. Depending on where it breaks, absolutely.
Yeah. Deer are terrifying creatures. Just putting that out there. Terrifying creatures. Drama? What?
Have him inside a tuxedo.
Aren't they like teeth or nail? Have him be in a tuxedo, the fancy barbarian.
That'd be crazy.
Aren't they just like teeth or nails? They are a little like teeth and nails, yeah. Horn is a little like teeth and nail.
That would just be crazy, having a super dapper barbarian.
Oh no, Aggie has frozen. There we go.
Be like the bouncer at a.
Should we just give him a tie? We'll just give him a bow tie. I always feel like barbarians are real close to becoming strippers.
Yeah.
That might be a hot take, but like they're mostly naked already. They're super physically fit. They just need a little bit of push to like, hey, instead of killing the guy, just dance at him. Just dance at him and be awesome. I think I have talked to a few people who've had barbarian characters that were based off of Magic Mike, is that what it was?
Or the Chippendales.
Or the Chippendale dancers, yeah. That would be the best rage, though. Just like, I go into my rage, I rip off all my clothes. Don't worry, they were snap-off pants.
Rage dancing.
Rage dancing. That'd be a pretty good. Is it a Scald? I think the Scald is the barbarian bard. I might be wrong with that though. Where your rage actually inspires your party. He's so beefy. How's that bow tie attached? Nobody knows. It's a secret. And then we'll give him, I want to give him, like, I was going to give him, like, paw prints, but since it's deer hooves, I feel like it should be like deer hoof prints. A Daniel, the prancing barbarian.
A barbarian.
The barbarian. I love it. Daniel the barbarian. One of my favorite characters from Adventure Time was Magica Daniel. I just thought he was a funny character. Those look like nipples, but it's supposed to be paint, so I'm sorry if people think that's dragon nipples. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can also hurt me. Cutting words. Why are you guys so mean? Abracadaniel. Super funny. Give him black paint all around the eye.
So, Pathfinder calls them War Chanters.
War Chanters? There's a Goblin War Chanter. But I don't know if there's an actual class for that. Is there? Is there a class for War Chanter?
I see something listed in the D20 SRD.
Okay, maybe the Scald might be a Bard Sorcerer. Now that I think about it, maybe I have that backwards. War Chanter might be the right one. Barbarian Bard, yeah. Okay. Adventure Time was cold. Rook, I can hear music. Yes, yeah, you can hear music. There is amazing music being played in the background. I hope. It might be a little too quiet. But it is hashtag not sponsored. Music by Will Savino. There's a link down below to his Patreon page if you guys want to go support him, get some sweet D&D music. Yeah, he makes all kinds of cool music for D&D games and players and streams and stuff, so definitely go check him out. Once again, not sponsored, but I like supporting him, so. I can't hear music. Can't hear music. Are you in the YouTube or are you just in the Discord? Because it won't play through the Discord. I feel like I'm taking up the chat. I mean, no one else is talking. That's fine. That's what it's for. Chat.
Yeah, the music's there. It's just really low.
Okay, that's fine. If it is too quiet, let me know and I will up it. Corvus said it was too loud, but I might have been too quiet, so who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, audio is always relative.
I have a pretty good system of basically, my computer speaker is set to 20, like my computer volume, so I can always go to 20. If I go to 20, that should be the perfect volume for YouTube, for Discord, and then I base all of my levels off of that. And then so that way when I run into somebody who's on stream and I have to like crank my computer all the way up to 100, it's like, man, you're quiet. like everything else on the internet is leveled at 20 and I cannot hear you. So
yeah, that's much the same that most audio engineers would do, but they go off of the dB meter.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I usually try to
the same.
Get all of my audio on my videos to -6 decibels. Like that's where I level them off.
Yeah, -6 is pretty good.
That's usually it's actually a little loud still because I could go down to like -8. But that's usually where a lot of my professional audio, like I have friends that work for like the University of Washington and work in broadcasting. They usually try to level all their stuff out to about -8, -6.
Yeah,
and that's pretty standard.
As long as it's not peaking, that allows you to turn it down if you need to,
yeah.
Or have it loud if you need to.
Okay, I think this is a pretty good beast bard. I'm gonna move on to the tall, majestic magic seller. We are still doing the viewer suggestion, so if anybody would like.
Majestic.
Why do people think bards? Blah 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 blah. I want to find a book. I want to find a D&D book where it's like bards are super fucking horny. Like I want to find that. All right, I was a little tall.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, to be fair, like seduction used to be a stat, right? Like or a skill.
Correct.
Seduction used to be a skill, and like nobody put points into it unless you were a bard, because I guess sorcerers still had some charisma stuff too.
Well, I mean,
actually,
people's
when did the sorcerer come out? Was sorcerer in first edition? I don't know if bard was in first edition. Shoot.
No, sorcerer wasn't of the beginning 5. Let me see.
Mr. Sai, I think I gotta figure out a different way to draw your mask because your mask looks way too similar to my mask. I know it's supposed to be a bear. Gotta figure out what to do different about it. Okay, so here's what I want to do here. This guy, collared shirt. He's gonna look like he's just like, oh, you know, I'm just a normal dude. Oh, but what's up? He's got 4 arms. How did that happen? Very strange. You want to buy a vase?
So, original D&D, OD&D only had 3 characters in their first edition, but they had a fourth and a 5th subclass as a supplement.
If I remember right, it was fighter, no, it wasn't magician. Fighter, magician, and acrobat, I want to say, were the first 3. And then acrobat became rogue and eventually monk.
Cleric, fighting man, and magic user.
Okay, cleric.
The original 3.
Okay. So I'm actually still too far forward. I must be thinking AT&D.
You probably are, because AD&D did a lot of those changes. Hold on a second.
Magic Man. I like that. I like that Magic Man exists. Well, in the novels, whether Leominster or Dritz, bards most certainly are arrogant with a capital A. That's true. That's absolutely true. It's like a much simplified bear. Not much simplified. I wonder if I think part of the arrogance would make sense to me, because bards are traditionally, unless they're just like a tavern minstrel, they should be pretty well learned, right? Like well traveled. Like they're yeah. That's always something that I think is really interesting. Like when you talk to musicians, like they always kind of come off as just, they don't always come off. I've talked to a lot of musicians who kind of come off as the party boys, but like they to be that eloquent of a wordsmith, you usually have to be pretty intelligent. Like like writing music is hard, and it's difficult. So that being said, there are probably a lot of, what is going on with my internet here? Doesn't necessarily make you super smart, but I feel like being well traveled and well versed would definitely help you write music in the long run. So
all right, I'm back.
So I like that idea. Worldly traveled, well educated, being able to read and write and entertain courts.
So yeah, the first edition that the Bard actually showed up in is AD&D first edition.
Was AD&D? Okay.
And it was just a base class.
Okay.
They added Monk as a base class. They still they changed Fighting Man to Fighter.
Fighting Man. I'm Fighting Man. I'm Magic Man.
Well, yeah, I mean, the magic user was literally called Magic User.
Yeah, I thought it was called Magician. That's interesting. I wonder why I got that in my head.
So there was a subclass called Illusionist that you're probably thinking about.
Maybe they used Magician in the cartoon.
Oh, they definitely would have. Yeah,
I think they used Magician in the cartoon, and then
there was an unearthed Arcana for AD&D first edition that had Cavalier, first instance of the Barbarian, and the Thief Acrobat.
Thief Acrobat. I think Thief Acrobat was the first character I ever played. Made a halfling thief.
Aww.
He died. He died horribly.
The AD&D First Edition PHB introduced the Bard as a 6th base class. However, it was treated more akin to a prestige class.
Yeah, so that's how multi-classing I thought used to have to work. Like you had to have so many prerequisites of like a level in fighter, a level in cleric, and then you could unlock taking the next class.
Yeah, because it says that your character had to start as a fighter, and then change class to a thief, and then finally switch to a bard.
Yeah, I kind of like that concept of level progression being completely story based. So like you joined the Thieves Guild, and like that would then give you access to those skills, right? Like you have to physically unlock the abilities.
Yeah,
I also
always like that.
Yeah, I also, that's one of the reasons I like doing level 0 campaigns, because it's like if somebody's playing a character and it's like, hey, you know what would be great if you flew into a rage right now. Barbarian unlocked, and then they just have to slowly learn how to control it.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool. I like that idea.
You run a small little china shop, and this drunk guy just comes into your shop and just starts breaking everything. What do you do? Oh, I'm gonna get super pissed and rage at him. Oh, all right, you're a barbarian.
You want this pot? I have this pot. It's definitely magical, I promise.
So yeah, magic user persisted all the way until D&D 2.
Okay. Oh, so they didn't even add the wizard and the mage until 2nd edition?
So the wizard and the mage and the specialist wizard were added in AD&D 2nd edition.
Okay.
Which happened after base D&D.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't start
2nd
playing
edition.
D&D until AD&D, so that makes sense. But that's where my brain would start thinking. Okay.
But yeah, AD&D 2nd edition, they introduced the idea of having the groups of different classes.
Yeah,
So
martial class.
Warrior class would be a fighter, a paladin, a ranger, a wizard would be a mage, or a specialist wizard.
Okie dokie. There we go. That's the four-armed.
And a bard was in the rogue group. Of course, that also introduced the idea of Thaco.
Thaco, yeah, not great. What if we did math but made it hard? I was like, don't do that.
I think that Thaco would have worked if it was easier to understand.
Yeah, I mean that's really the problem with Thaco is the fact that the acronym is like 6 letters. It's like there's something complicated about this. David, how is it going? Doing well. It's the free draw / viewer suggestion today. Per the not going to be on Twitch today. Kind of want to like put some weird sticks. He's got a random sword sticking out here, and I think we're good. I think I'm good on this character. Whoop. What you buying? What you selling? Do you have 4 arms? Rude. I don't walk around asking you about your 2 arms. It's a magical pot.
Everybody I know has 4 arms. You only have 2.
Share. Let's take a look at this. Is that your character's mask or the bear mask? What I'm getting is that it's supposed to have round eyes. Maybe no nose. Whoop. All right, I'm gonna call that one good. Human Fiend Warlock. I like that it's a human fiend. Ah. Just getting home. Hope you're doing well. Hope the druid is doing well. Alright, Human Fiend Warlock. Let's do this.
Oh, they added the Soulcaster in D&D
3rd edition had pretty much everything.
Yeah, had a lot of things.
And it was bonkers. I feel like I feel like 3rd edition was kind of the first time they were like, do whatever you want, and they're like, we're gonna do everything, and it's like, maybe not that, maybe some, do some, and they're like, no, everything. What if magic was just so powerful that it destroys the universe? It's like, okay. What if we give that to a 3rd level wizard? It's like, maybe don't do that.
Right. Yeah, the 3rd edition version of Assassin Prestige class, which is different than the Assassin base class, grants minor magical powers, more sneak damage, and better use of poison.
Yeah, the Assassin used to be really, really cool. I mean, it still is, but like the Assassin class was messed up because it turned out to be really RP heavy. Like it wasn't like, especially once it finally got to Pathfinder, it was very much like if you can spend 24 hours with the person that you're trying to assassinate, you do so. And it's like, excuse me? It's like, yeah, just if you can spend a day with them, they die. It's like, okay, great. A man dressed as a bat. Nebby, I see what you're doing there. You know I'm gonna troll you real hard for that, right? Man as bat. As bat.
Oh, the Blackguard got introduced in OD&D 3rd edition.
Well, in the she made a pact, I assume, with Inogu, so I imagined hyena mohawk and punk look. Should have said that earlier. Yeah, now I'm going with flaming horns.
That like a Mr. T with flaming horns?
Yeah, we can still do the punk look, though. Also, you said she, which changes some things. Not a lot,
Not if
but
it's
some.
a dwarf.
She just needs more beard.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, going, Druid. Welcome.
Sorry I'm late to the party.
That's all right.
Don't worry about it.
Hi, Druid. Welcome. Yeah, I don't want to be a tiefling per se. I just wanted to have like flaming horns. Like the horns are just part of the pact, you know?
I feel like I gotta catch up. What's happening?
We're doing so. It's Wednesday, and we're doing the viewer suggestion. But I also wanted to do a
Yep.
free draw, so people are still welcome to join. We're down to the last one, so unless anybody else has another idea, that's fine. No, that's not true. So we have this human fiend warlock, and then we also have a man as bat for Nebby. Because Nebby likes to push boundaries, and I like it.
I'm super not warmed up. Shall I jump in and draw?
It's up to you.
Should I not?
If you don't want to draw today, that's fine. I'll probably call it here in the next half an hour or so.
I feel like that would be just enough time for me to warm up, so I'll probably sit it out.
That's fine. No problem. You are on YouTube, so just heads up.
Yep. Yeah, I heard.
Okay.
Maybe instead of classes as cups or mugs, maybe pottery.
What is this coming from, Inferno? What are you?
I don't know. It's some weird part of my mind.
Just coming in today, like, hey, I have a great idea that you should do for YouTube. It is a good idea. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm just like, I haven't really heard anybody talk about anything. Like
I think they did that for, like, I've seen somebody do that for the Avengers. Like, I know the Avengers have their own mugs. Like, that's not wholeheartedly uncommon or undoable. I think that would be.
Yeah, but what would a thief as a vase look like, right?
Oh.
Versus what would a druid as a
So
vase?
not like a coffee, like a drawfee mug that has a fighter shield on it.
Sure. Yeah.
It's actually like a mug that is a dwarf with a beard
That would be.
and a little Viking helmet and a handle.
Giving me very interesting ideas.
I'm gonna go. Bye. Thanks. Have a good day. See you later, Sai. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next time.
I think my brother's feeling guilty about my computer build not being done because he just bought me Clip Studio Paint after watching the latest Drawfee.
Nice. Clip Studio Paint's pretty good. I hope he got it on
it
sale
is.
because you can get it for like $20.
Yeah, it's 50% off right now.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And once again, hashtag not sponsored. But if you need a good drawing application, Clip Studio Paint's pretty good.
Yeah.
I am
Watch
still.
the latest Drawfee video. They like rave about how much fun they have with the tools.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I wish Adobe would stop doing their subscription plan, but I doubt they will because they're greedy.
Yeah. And they're making all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that? We got everybody over a barrel. Oh, great! Oh, great for us. Such good business. It's like, not cool.
Yeah, they were super mad when the PDF standard actually got opened up to anybody's use.
I don't know if I've ever used that term before, and now that I'm thinking about it, that's not a good term. It's a horrible term. I think I confused fish in a barrel with... Well, I mean, I used it correctly, but ugh, I regret using it. Okay, and then she's just going to be covered in tattoos. Just everywhere. Two tones.
What about if every tattoo was a different color?
Yep, not doing that.
Fair.
Hyena spot tattoos? Oh yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I guess if she was it's supposed to be a Inogu. I probably should have put the tattoos on a different layer. We can definitely make them spotted though.
Yeah, spot tattoos are easy. They don't have to be all graphic and swirly, they're just blobs.
Just have to be placed next to each other in a nice way.
Yeah, but then it turns into an ink blot test. What does this symbol mean to you? Interesting.
What should we
Reminds
give
me
her?
of my high school bully.
Your high school bully had green tattoos and horns?
No, the ink blot.
Oh. I was going to say, your high school bully was hot. What happened?
I mean, my high school bully was pretty hot.
That's fair.
Not on the inside, but on the outside.
Not mutually exclusive. Hot on the outside, hot garbage on the inside. What am I doing today? I don't know what the hell I'm going with.
Need a soundboard. What am I doing with my life?
What am I doing with my life? I need to go shopping today. That's what I'm doing with my life. Buying food.
Much as you hate it, you gotta do it.
Yep. Speaking of buying food, I am open for commissions this month. There should be a link down below if you'd like to support my eating addiction. That made it sound worse than it is, but I do have to eat. Or, my eating habits, I guess is a better way to say it.
And I mean, you certainly have to pay the internet.
I do have to pay the internet.
Bill. Otherwise, no more content.
That'd be interesting as a means of, like, dissemination, I guess. How would you like to support this channel? Would you like to give $3 to our internet fund? Would you like to see Rook? Well, I want to say see Rook eat a hamburger, but like, would you like to allow Rook to eat it? This is not a mukbang channel.
And yet, yes.
I don't want to give her a purple mohawk, but I'm gonna.
On hearing in my mind Mr. T busting in about being a night elf mohawk.
I'm Mr. T, and I'm a night elf mohawk. Mr. T, there's no such thing as a night elf mohawk. Why, fool?
Maybe Mr. T is real good at computers. Hacked into the system.
Nope, that didn't happen. Eventually it did, which was really funny. I wonder if they wrote that or if Mr. T wanted to, like, hey, can I be a night elf mohawk? I assume somebody wrote it, but it's really funny. Yay, open for commissions. I'm writing a novel and I've been looking. Yeah, there's, if you want to just message me on Discord, we can talk about that. If you're looking for, depending on what you're looking for, we do different things. We can do sketches, we can do full art. I've done a few cover arts before. It's just a matter of what you're looking for. Trying to get more dynamic textures in my work here. But I need to sit down and draw a whole bunch of clothes. Maybe we'll do that next tomorrow or something.
That'd be interesting.
Tomorrow we'll get a whole bunch of references and we'll do a clothes study. But I think that about wraps it up for today. Did we hit noon? Is it noon o'clock? Oh, we got 20 minutes left. Oh, we still have to draw a man bat for Nebby. Still have to draw echolocation man.
Sounds like a version of Deflator Mouse.
Deflator Mouse, yeah.
I was gonna say, isn't that just Banshee from X-Men?
Right.
Banshee scream. Yeah, I guess Banshee was weird. Banshee's a weird character. I can fly by screaming really loud. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm not gonna argue with it. Something that bothered me about Batman, and maybe it's because I'm just not used to the type of bats, but I think Deflator Mouse had it the right way. Like, why aren't Batman's ears like just fucking huge? Because would he look too much like Wolverine?
I think it was a stylistic thing.
Yeah, it might have to do with like the strong Art Deco.
Yeah, I mean the original Batman, like Adam West.
You mean like from? Oh,
Golden era.
Yeah, the golden.
I thought you were talking from the original DC Detective Comics.
No, the original DC Detective Comics looks pretty standard to like the Danny Elfman like and Batman comics. Like it's not too far off. But like when they first made the costume, like it was this. Like really? What am I looking at? It's like that's not what a bat looks like. It looks nothing like a bat. Yeah. With the giant shorts. You know, the detective comics were already pretty standardized. I think. Unless I got like a revamped version of them.
I don't think so.
No, they're pretty much what they are today. With some, variants.
Yeah, see, I just don't know that stuff because I have no comic book background.
I mean, to be fair, the real thing is like comic books get redrawn by people every 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And then there's like one-offs and like the Killing Joke is like the definitive Joker. Like that comic made the kind of gritty, dark Joker that Mark Hamill has played forever, up to Jared Leto and Heath Ledger. Like that, the Killing Joke coming out made Joker less of a like laugh at the Joker's boner, will you? And turned him into this deranged psychopath.
This harbinger of absolute chaos and destruction. Yeah.
So. But it could also be that, like, yeah, maybe the bats that people see are like, I guess they see the silhouette, right, of an upside down bat. It's like, meh. I'm a burrito. Gonna give the suit some fangs. What are those Talison's owlbear? The owlbear?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That was amazing. I love that character. I've been trying to catch up. I've been watching the what is it?
I'm still so far behind on season 2.
Exandria Unlimited, their interim in between with guest DM Abria something.
Vanguard, yeah.
Yeah. She's doing awesome, by the way. I love her DM style.
She's definitely grown in. So I think her style was always there, but she's definitely grown into the performance art.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems a lot more, I want to say camera friendly than Matt. Like Matt doesn't like, I don't think Matt likes the camera being on him, but she's very animated and very into it, which I kind of like. Yeah. Not that Matt's like bad at it or anything. I think he's very much.
Matt is just self-effacing, right?
Well, yeah. and Matt also has very openly stated that he has problems with how he perceives other people see him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Matt does a great job.
Imposter
Like,
syndrome.
with the voice acting that Matt does is just, you know, it's top tier. But I think that carries his characters, like him doing that, because otherwise it's just always Matt being happy and smiling. And
Yeah.
You know, I love it. But I love Matt's ability to do that without having to like be very. If the camera's not on him, you still get the character. That's what I'm trying to get at. Whereas with her, like, so much of it is in her, like, the way she moves her face, the way she just, like, holds herself. It's different. It's definitely different. I kind of dig it.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
It's good to show that there are other. Well, it's good to show to a wide audience that there are many different ways to
DM
or DM. Right.
It's something that I'm kind of sad about, because when Jump Rope has made comments on this, like whenever I DM for people, I'm very animated. Like I'm moving my hands around and I'm pointing at things, but I'm always just behind a microphone, and I'm like, ah, damn it, I should get a video, like a camera. But
well, one of the things that I was actually told taking one of my improv classes long ago was that your voice actually does change when you start making gestures.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Even if people don't see what's going on, they start picking up on some of the different verbal cues as to, oh, this person's doing it like this.
Yeah, that was something. If anybody's ever worked in retail, the first thing they tell you is like, whenever you pick up the phone, smile. You sound different when you're smiling. It's like, you're not wrong, but I fucking hate you. And that's true. I mean, that's the way it is. So if you want to sound more like a character, like really pretend to be that character, that's the easiest way to do it. Hey, could you draw a Gith Yankee with a greatsword wearing half plate? Gear newer. Yeah, we can do that. We can do one more of those. I think we got time. Half plate greatsword. Man bat for Batman.
We all know what the Batman looks like, but what would a man bat look like?
Man bat is scary. I don't know if you guys have seen Man Bat. But he's a Batman villain. And it's just like it sounds. He's just a big bat. Just a big bat that is also a man. I think that's where we're going to stop our fighter before I get sued. We'll go with that.
Certainly a lot better than the med bomber that bombs at midnight.
Or what the hell? What was the other? There's a really lame superhero or supervillain that I was thinking about.
Calendar Man?
Calendar Man is one of the worst, yeah.
Chairface.
Chairface is pretty funny.
Chairface is amazing.
Yeah.
I won't hear anything bad about him.
I got nothing bad to say about Chairface.
He was such an underrated character in all reality.
Alright, Gith Yankee. If I remember, Gith Yankee look like they don't have noses.
Peel the face skin back.
I don't think they have ears either.
I don't believe they do. Yeah, I think they have holes.
I thought they had no nose, but they had like elfine ears.
I'm not sure. Someone look that up.
Because there was a difference between the Goblin and the Gith.
Yeah. I remember half plate is just the breastplate, right? There's half plate with smaller.
Yeah.
I think it might just be a chest plate and the shoulder pad. Either way.
I think it's just the chest plate, no pauldrons.
Okay. Something like this. It's so hard for me not to want to make great swords. Just way too big.
Okay. Yeah, this was the difference.
So you show me. So Githyanki is more humanoid, and the other picture is from behind. So that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a better image.
Hawkeye, how's it going? Oh, Hawk Eagle. I'm sorry, Cliptic Hawk Eagle. So we'll give them a nose. Oh yeah, the Githyanki was in the new.
Yeah, variant of the gift.
Baldur's Gate trailer.
Yeah, most of the reference images that I'm seeing, the Githyanki are much more humanoid, whereas the Githzerai are much more sunken face features.
Yeah. And here I've drawn the sword and covered up the plate mail, so that's smart. Maybe we'll change this up a little bit. Maybe we'll go over the shoulder.
But it seems that a lot of people really have a hard time distinguishing the two.
I think that's probably we're gonna call this one after this, I think. So this will be the last. This will be the last one. We got 7 minutes. We got time. We're gonna make this look cool. Okay, bracer here. Heads up to everybody, if you haven't checked out the newest Why You Should Play video, that is out. There's the Why You Should Play Wereshark video out. There's also the Why You Should Play Flump video that came out about Friday, I think that was last Friday.
Yeah.
I released yesterday the episode 2 of the Ashfont campaign, which is the Patreon D&D campaign we've been playing. That's out. It's a little long, but yeah, super fun. Future videos will definitely have the gameplay video. I might still do art for it. I think that would be fun to do like a sketch for like key moments in the campaign. I think that would be pretty cool. So we'll see how that goes. Check those out. Yeah, commenting, subscribing helps a lot because the algorithm is weird. I know that's a weird thing to say. Same thing with these. Like, feel free to just write dumb shit in the comments because it doesn't matter what it is. YouTube thinks it's awesome. I like it, but like, feel free to like. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should have people write their suggestions in the comments, and then that way. I mean, I'll still take it from the YouTube chat, but if you put it in the thing, then people will know what's in the video. Like, comment and tag the time when I draw your piece. That would be fun. But yeah, so that's cool. Like I said, I won't be on Twitch today because we are a whole bunch of streamers are basically boycotting Twitch just today. Not streaming today on Twitch because Twitch is being a butt. But hopefully that will get a fire lit under their ass to actually start doing something. But we'll find out. Otherwise, I'll be around a little later today on Discord. I do need to finish up my the piece I started yesterday. But I don't know if I want to stream that on YouTube. So I will most likely stream that on the Discord itself. So I'm going to go get some lunch. I'm going to go shopping, get some food, probably do that, and then eat lunch. And then I'll come back, and this afternoon I'll be on Discord, drawing away. So if you're not a member of the Discord, please feel free to click that down below. Join the Discord, hang out with us. Keep up to date with all the stuff we release. If you have artwork, I'd love to see it. Please share it with us on the Discord. Other than that, I think this fellow is about done. Look at that beefy boy. Look at that beefy boy. Gith Yankee, I think, was one of my first commissions I ever did. No, a drow. I did a drow first and then a Gith Yankee. And I was so worried because I was like, the hell is a Gith Yankee? I had no idea. I had to do so much research. I'll give him some leg plates here too. Bartender bard. School of Spirits. I swear we've made that joke before. Maybe I didn't come up with that joke, but a School of Spirits bard would be pretty funny. Oh, you're a medium. No. No, I'm not.
And start hucking around alcoholic potions.
Yeah, School of Mixology.
That'd be awesome.
Pretty awesome. That elbow needs to come out here. Yep, that looks way better. All right. I think that's it. I think that's where we're going to call it today. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for everybody that suggested something today. Thank you for all the new people who suggested things today. Friday, we might be around for a free draw. I might have a new video out on Friday, to be totally honest. Since I don't have any commissions this week yet, I've just been working on YouTube videos. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and keep making those cool D&D things. We'll catch you next time. Bye. Bye, everybody.